YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Tay, man. Your boy TayFromTheEast. Today we're reacting to a little touchy subject. Is it wrong to abort your Down syndrome baby? Um, Personally, uh, I'm going into this just like as open minded as I can. Um, I don't have kids, so it's no I don't know what I would do in this situation. Only thing you can do is just go into this open mind, like open minded. But I know it's people of like certain religions, certain beliefs and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, man. Like I said, I'm gonna go into this very open minded. I don't really have anything to say right now because I personally don't have kids, so I don't know how it would feel to have a child and feel like I can do something like that. So, but if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and like your screen. So let's go.
Ridgway and his wife Ashley have made the difficult decision to abort their unborn child after learning it had Down syndrome. And this has broken the internet. It spawned tons of think pieces and tons of vitriol aimed towards them. And because of that, I wanted to ask the question, is this so bad? Is it so wrong to abort a child you know will be born with birth defects and a disability? Should we be shaming a woman and her husband for their intimate choice? And should they really have filmed this and shared it with the world? I didn't say they were innocent. I got a lot of stuff to talk about today, twin, so come tap in. Comment for the algorithm. So I learned about this because I seen a tweet from Fearbucks airing their business out on the Twitter timeline saying that they had an abortion because they learned their unborn baby had Down syndrome. And obviously,
Personally, I just wouldn't I wouldn't share that to the internet if I did such a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. Like, you have like these, like, and I feel, and I heard somebody say like a fan is like different from a supporter. You know what I'm saying? Uh, a fan is just like somebody who just so I don't know. Somebody said like a fan is like just like fake. Support is like real. You know what I'm saying? They can support you through like every decision that you make, every good decision I would say, or every decision that's tough for you or that you gotta go through in a way like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, it's like the internet, like you can't post certain stuff on the internet because people love being in your personal life and twisting it around for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that sounds like crazy, me like reacting to like videos and stuff like that, but I don't go and dig in these I said purple, I'm tripping. I don't go and dig in these people like personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that. That's never been like something that I'm gonna do. I just sit here and I react and like give my like thought, but I don't be like digging for personal information to make somebody look bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I know how the internet could be. You know what I'm saying? If it's already on the internet, I'd be like, all right, I'll react to it. But like, yeah, it's just like that's why it's just like certain stuff you just gotta keep on the internet. Certain stuff you just can't put on here. You know what I'm saying? Cause everybody just like has like a different opinion, and you just don't want to look like this like evil villain. You know what I'm saying?
with a caption like this, the pearl-clutching moral grandstanders instantly began berating them and criticizing them in the comments. But before I go over any comments, let's actually take a look at the video in question, or at least this specific 3-minute segment.
Here we go. So we're going to see the result. I have to download the official report. Abnormal insight result. Consistent with trisomy 21. No.
What is it? Wait. Where are you seeing this?
No.
Let me see. I can't see it.
It says abnormal insight result. Oh, it showed 3 chromosome 21 signals consistent with trisomy 21 Down syndrome. Genetic counseling is recommended. Pattern consistent with trisomy 21.
And now I'm just gonna come out and say, I'm not here to criticize their decision because I am pro-choice. I will never tell a woman what she can do with her body, and I'm part of the Black community, so I know firsthand how they try to weaponize the bodies of the women in my community. So that's first and foremost. And initially, I was gonna be more harsh on criticizing them, especially because
That's tough, man. You know what I'm saying? You want your baby to come out like healthy, no defects. Um, you know what I'm saying? No sickness, none of that. You just want like a healthy baby. You feel me? Um, yeah, that's sad, man. I just don't know if I just would record that. You know what I'm saying? Just sharing certain stuff when it comes to like being online and just like recording certain stuff that people be recording. Like it's just certain stuff that you shouldn't record. And I feel like this is maybe one. Because it's nobody business of what you do with your child or not. I feel like.
they're recording it for the internet. The internet is full of weird, dysfunctional people with no critical thinking or mind of their own. It's very full of shady characters. So that's why when I was first writing this, I was thinking that these people are genuinely just stupid as fuck for posting this. And low-key, the crying in the camera and the theatrics can be a little off-putting. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't mean to dismiss their pain or their feelings, but I definitely think certain things should be kept off of the internet.
Not the result we wanted to see, guys. I started to get kind of a not good feeling just when the results were sitting here. That's why I didn't want to open them. I started to feel really uncomfortable about it. Just kind of in shock, like truly. We talked before this, guys, about what would we do if we confronted this scenario. Because this was the more likely scenario. We talked about terminating the pregnancy. Obviously things could change because this was traumatic, like very traumatic. And I know you guys even watching this, this is traumatic for the whole community. I think now that we have a definitive result, we'll talk with these counselors and we're gonna have some hard conversations.
2026 is the year where couples are broadcasting their trauma on the internet. I won't refute the effects that this has had on their psyche or mental, but my question is, what is actually the purpose in broadcasting this for people to see? Well, that was my question until I read Jess's tweet going more in depth.
This week, my wife and I made a very difficult decision to terminate the pregnancy due to just 21. The choice was not made lightly. We really appreciate all of the personal stories that you guys share with us, especially the unconditional support we receive from fans with no matter what we decided. I know some of you may be very disappointed to hear this news. We are devastated. This has been extremely traumatic for both of us, especially
on their situation and their decision, and to
she underwent the procedure earlier this week and is on the mend. Thankfully, everything went smoothly, but emotionally.
play devil's advocate, I think that them making this video actually does do some good. It exposes people to a non-sanitized reality, and the reality is that this was the best decision, my nigga. Jess also cites the increased risk of
50% of babies with Down syndrome have heart defects. 75% will have hearing challenges. Over 50% will have vision problems, impaired immune function, developmental disabilities, learning disabilities, delayed physical development, poor muscle tone, structural issues with face, decreased lifespan, etc. Sadly, the list is long. Feel free to look it up. Down syndrome isn't a blessing. It is objectively shitty from a health perspective. Now, I want to speak on this because this is something that I don't have. Like I told y'all, I don't have kids, so you know what I'm saying. Before I did this video, I asked my mom like how, you know what I'm saying. I asked my mom a question about this and exactly what he was saying. You know what I'm saying. She said maybe that's how they feel, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell y'all like the answer that my mom said, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's none of y'all business. But you know, she just said like that's probably what they thought, and seeing it right here, and you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they thought. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not a gift to, you You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a gift to like bring that child in the world with Down syndrome, knowing that they could be suffering and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We found out these kids have like sicknesses and stuff like that, and you don't know how long they're gonna be in this world, and the continuous problems, the being in and out of hospitals, the medical bills stacking up, all because of you didn't want to make that decision because you thought of the choices of others. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so much that just go into this, and I feel like it's probably more people out here that did this that didn't necessarily like, you know what I'm saying, share that they did. You feel me? So yeah, I feel like I don't feel like it was really nobody business for them to know, and I feel like maybe they're doing this to tell people like it's okay if you do it. You know what I'm saying? But I figured like I really do figure it was probably gonna have to be something like this, or they just don't have like the mental like capacity to like deal with a child that has like Down syndrome or something like that.
Heart defects, hearing challenges, vision challenges, and other issues that their baby could have had. He also talked about other people sharing their stories with them. So even if it can be a little off-putting seeing something so intimate shared with the internet, I understand there are varied perspectives, and I see this one in particular. This opened up a conversation, and honestly, there's just nothing wrong with having a dialogue. We're intelligent people and we can talk about things that aren't necessarily comfortable to us. And for the people that have been through this, them sharing their story opens them up and enables them to express their own realities. I think that's a very beautiful thing. And for the rest of their video, it's just them being open with their grief, so I won't talk about it any further. Let's just discuss some tweets.
Throw both their ass in prison. Didn't even have the child a chance.
This is gonna be a common argument for why they shouldn't have aborted their child. People saying the child didn't stand a chance, but this is truly one of the dumber perspectives you can have on the situation, because this person isn't taking.
But what do you mean the child didn't even like have a chance? Like the child already like, oh man, and I can see why. My mom said she wanted to like watch this before I upload, cause I can see why. But bro, like throw both of they A in prison. Didn't even have the child a chance. My thing is, and this is, I want y'all to give y'all honest answer. Do y'all think that child had a chance knowing that it was coming out with Down syndrome? Do y'all think that child had a fair chance at life? With all the defects and stuff like that, do y'all think it had a fair chance at life knowing that was coming out with Down syndrome? That's just my one question, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not about to get too deep in.
Taking care of that child, nor do they understand the complications that having Down syndrome can bring. These parents could be permanent caretakers. When I say permanent, I mean that their child may not gain autonomy of their own. They'd be birthing a child into an already harsh world with a disability. But this person wants to moral grandstand people who aren't willing to let a child enter a world where they're on veteran difficulty.
You. I have special needs. You can pick up a camera for this but not raise a disabled child? You. This shit proves not everyone needs to be a parent. Could've just carried baby to term and give them to someone who would have cared.
I'd assume this person is reacting more emotionally based on their own resonance with the situation. They claim that they have special needs, so this would obviously offend them. And I don't mean to dismiss their feelings, but giving them to someone who would have cared is just not that easy. For example, the foster care system is just notoriously corrupt. There is definitely abuse going on in there. And even in a simple Google search, I found that agents were not only taking money from kids, I found someone who literally talked about going homeless after being in the system. So that's why I can't agree with people who are morally grandstanding those who don't want to birth a kid into a harsh life. It's more complex than just you're not giving the child a chance. I mean, even in America, we just don't have enough social safety nets. There isn't even free healthcare. They're cutting SNAP benefits. They're destroying vital institutions that were meant to help people en masse. If you want more people to be comfortable having children, or even having children with disabilities, we need support. But there's no support, so no one can fault Jess and Ashley.
I would adopt a Down syndrome baby tomorrow, hoping I get the opportunity one day. This is too sad for me to even wrap my mind around.
If my thing is with this, if you ain't been did it, why say you would do it now? That's my only thing. And I feel like people do this type of stuff. When they do like this type of stuff or like that, I need to stop looking at like my OBS and kind of looking at the screen. But I be looking at the OBS when I be talking. But this type of stuff right here is like, if you say you would do it, why didn't you, like, you say you would do it tomorrow, why didn't you been do it? Like, that type of stuff I don't be getting. Like, hoping I get the same opportunity someday. Do you really mean that? We'll see.
Bro, no you wouldn't. And I doubt the average person has the patience and the empathy to care for someone who needs assistance for a long period of time. In the most severe cases, you might end up having to give up your precious time to ensure your Down syndrome child is okay. And most niggas are not willing to give up that precious time. It's people that would never be in this situation saying things like this and criticizing Jess and his wife.
I'd rather not be a 24-hour caretaker for my whole life, especially when I become elderly. Why is this so controversial?
And tweets like this validate the video for me. It's controversial because nobody talks about it enough. It's a taboo subject. The only way we can push back against this weird moral posturing and Puritan pro-life culture is if we just rip the band-aid off and normalize it and call it how it is.
You, selfish. That's the point, moron.
I don't think it's selfish to think about bringing a child into the world with a disability, especially one that is going to make it harder for them to live. Furthermore, if someone doesn't want to be on the clock 24/7 taking care of a child, there's nothing wrong with that. And this tweet puts it best.
A lot of these people saying I would adopt a Down syndrome baby in a heartbeat would not last a day taking care of a severely physically and intellectually disabled adult.
Y'all would not be able to take care of a grown person with an intellectual disability. So how are y'all judging people who don't want to take care of an intellectually disabled child when you've never done it? And taking care of an intellectually disabled adult is still quite the challenge. The crux of this discourse is that people want to feel better than others for not making the same decision. And I just can't agree with that. I don't agree with the comments that basically go against being pro-choice because women deserve bodily autonomy. I also think niggas are painstakingly unaware of how corrupt these foster care systems are. So when they say give them to someone who would have cared, it just comes across as ignorant to me. Ignorant and judgmental, and not in a way that's valid, but in a way that's out of touch. It's not wrong to abort a Down syndrome baby, it's just circumstance. My heart goes out to the family. I know shit's hard. I wouldn't have broadcasted it myself, but I'll take this opportunity to further the conversation. That's really all I had to say though. Subscribe.
That's it for the video. But let me know personally what y'all think in the comment section below. I really don't have like anything to like really say because I'm really not trying to like get deep into this. I'm really not trying to get too deep into this topic. I just thought like I'd just react to it and just see what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. What would y'all do in a situation like that? Are y'all okay with it? You feel me? It's your boy Tay, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Yeah.